walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Counter-Strike fans across the globe. I'm WxFan21. That's ReserveWolf. We are your casters for this season for Conscious Gaming, and we are in for a big one here today. Again, Conscious Gaming start off this brand new season of ESEA in the main division, and they're going to start off against 3G. ReserveWolf, how you doing tonight?
I'm pretty good. I'm excited for the new ESEA season. That little break felt a little bit too long. You can't keep us away from this for long.
Nope. No, you cannot. Why my camera's way over here, I have zero idea. But that's besides the point. We've been in a tech pause for a while. We're having a little issue with one of the servers. Someone's mentioning something about the particular server they're in as being very weird. We've seen some conversation back and forth in the actual server between the teams, so we're gonna send it back to some music. You're not missing anything. We're gonna go over the roster, all that fun stuff. When we return, we will be in action on Dust 2. I know, everyone's favorite Dusty map. We'll be in action on Dust 2 when we get back. Oh, and hey, Conscious Gaming fans, they won the knife round. They have elected to start on the CT side. It is going to be 3G to start on the T side. Actually, stand by. We might actually be... We are going to go live. The tech pause is over. Perfect timing. You couldn't have asked for it any better. Let's get you right into the action. Who's ready? Let's go.
Just born ready.
I like it.
Been excited to see his team play for a while, and Psych was a name that stuck out to me before just looking at the rosters. Supposed to be the star on this Conscious Gaming roster, so he's going to have to prove that, and 3G going to start us off with a push through lower tons, trying to take some mid-control here.
We'll also take a look at the gamble stack from Conscious Gaming to get things started. Triple stack towards mid. Nobody's on A!
Could work out for him here, but they've lost 2 members. Make that 3. Now they're fully blinded, looking for something, and it's just going to be Mute. Left by himself. Nocturnal. Trying to get behind him
this
here.
This is not
Mute
fair.
comes out,
Good night.
taken out. No.
That was pretty.
That was pretty. That was gorgeous even.
Well, a ballsy pistol, unfortunately, does not pay off for them. I want to give a special shout out to Conscious Gaming ReserveWolf, because we are very happy to report we are the casting team for Conscious Gaming here for ESEA Season 57, which we greatly appreciate. Ooh. Hey, Mute. Ooh. 2 kills for Mute.
So far, I'm liking the pressure Conscious Gaming is giving us right now. A lot of good strats coming out, a lot of early strats coming out, and it seems like they're very well put together right now, which is something you need. You want to try and snag some of these early games that you get during the ESEA season, because every team still kind of trying to figure each other out. There are some newer teams, some older teams, but if you have some strategies in your back pocket, it could work out for you, as Colsey getting 2 kills right there, going to even up the playing field. And Bomb hasn't even got onto the B site yet. They still think it's A. I think seeing no players.
I thought it was A.
It's not. I did as well until I looked up at the minimap and I just see She running all the way around to the B site. And it's going to be a difficult retake right here. Hobo coming around to those double doors now. Clearing his angles. She deciding to hold that window position. Flashes come out. Hobo going fast on him. Just wasn't ready. That's a timing thing right there. They're a Molly tons, and that is going to be a defuse right there. What a great round from Conscious Gaming.
What a great round from you, ReserveWolf. Great casting already. Should put you in the Broadcasting Hall of Fame. All kidding aside already. Where are the Mute fans at? Triple kill. 2 of them with the Deeg. Where are the Mute fans at in chat? Let's go. Stand up.
I'm a mute fan. I'll claim myself as a mute fan. You know what, WX fan? I think
Sit
you
down,
just found the
Wolfie!
player.
Sit down! We got a game to cast! No, I kid. Listen.
You may have just found...
I gotta ask you, Mr. Wolf. We've been casting a lot of games already. How does it feel to not be in a suit for a change?
Oh, Lord. My nice little New York Mets sweater makes me feel nice and comfortable and warm.
As it should, the way the Mets have started off the MLB season. And they've started off strong, which is exactly what Conscious Gaming is looking to do. See what I did there? That's what you call a professional transition.
That's a professional transition. That's better. That's better than what I said last night. Oh God.
Chat's gonna interpret that possibly the wrong way. Hobo left alone in the 1v2 clutch, but Nocturnal, who has just 6 hit points left, going to have to go up against Colsey here, and unfortunately couldn't get the job done. You got to give a lot of credit to Conscious Gaming for how they played that towards long and mid. Couldn't get the job done. 3G off the back of their force buy. Get the job done. So it was Pistol, Conscious Gaming Force, win. 3G Force, win. Now we're back to a Conscious Gaming Force. Is the trend going to continue?
Honestly, I hope so. We talk about NA, ESEA, where acronyms are hard, WX fan, and man, it's just, it feels like we get these force buys traded back and forth. It feels like teams just easily win ecos when they shouldn't. So I think we're going to see a lot of this season, and Conscious Gaming, a team that's very dangerous in these eco rounds. I mean, you see those 2 Deagles right there. You saw Mute get a couple of kills in the second round. So just got to see that continue from him. He is waiting on the A site right now. It is going to be a long push, so he has a chance to stack a couple here.
Well, he got 2 with the Deagle last time. He's going to have to go against this quad stack. He's going to have to very, very, very quickly tap some heads. And can he do it? Well, he's tapped a couple, but unfortunately couldn't tap the heads. Mute's going to go, lay a flashbang out, and unfortunately gets absolutely deleted by She. And Colsey right behind here. Oh, shoots guy in the back. That's just adding insult to injury. And Lay at least comes away with 1 with that 5-7. This round should easily go the way of 3G with no problem. Lay would love to be able to grab one of those rifles, but is just in a really rough spot right now. Standoff, he's locked in. Nocturnal can't get the kill, and finally does. So, would have been nice to see Lay get the kill on Nocturnal, grab a rifle, and leave, but this is going to be a save round here for Conscious Gaming. 3G up 3-1. It's very early.
Is very early. And it's Dust 2. Dust 2, it feels like things just swing so easily. I like to call this map a map of streaks. Usually you'll see a team win 4 to 5 rounds each time, so they'll trade these 5-round streaks back and forth, and it gets really interesting. It comes down to who can break the other streak first. So I think that's exactly what we're going to see in this game.
Well, let's see what happens. Again, Conscious Gaming just full rushing up mid, trying to make something happen, maybe get a rifle or 2, take out a couple of players. Really no surprise here. I mean, let's face it. Those of us that have played Dust 2, we've seen those calls before. Go in, try to get a couple kills, have a little fun, get the round over with, get to a bye round.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened there. And they were able to get a rifle off of Silver in A. So a round that is not completely lost. Still trying to make sure 3G doesn't get too ahead in that economy. But so far, looking at their money, they are getting pretty far ahead. This is a round Conscious Gaming is going to have to get if they really, really want to stay in this CT side. And they just got to hold these positions better. It feels like there's a lot of passive holding right now. Not like the start of the game where we saw them get a little bit more aggressive. towards that tons position and that mid position. And yeah, just get a little bit more aggressive here. Hold closer.
Let's see what happens. ZZ. No kills yet for them. Meat's been the one really picking up all the kills for Conscious Gaming to get things started. But again, it is very early. And now, this is actually a pretty interesting split. A 2-3 split with no one mid, but they do elect to send Sky at least towards back to that CT spawn to cover mid. We've seen some of these interesting calls to get things started. Look how far back ZZ's playing, though. Pretty nice. And now you're going to have the two players here for 3G make their way on out. And Lay gets both! But the bomb's going towards A. And Mute, who's been the superstar so far here for Conscious Gaming, gonna have to be asked to do a lot. But look at Sky. Gets 2 kills on the players through the smoke. And now she's wondering, where do we go from here? Well, Lay's got the op and was gonna attempt to blow him out of the round. So she's gonna pick up the op. But in comes the hunt from Conscious Gaming. They don't want the side of 3G to have that op. But they are gonna get it.
And picking that thing up, a lot of money saved for the side of 3G. You see, Colsey, he's going to be able to keep the amount of cash he has. He's not forced to buy that op right there. But Conscious Gaming, good round from them. Maybe not the best for Lay to get taken out at the end. Damages the economy just a little bit. But that swing that he had at the beginning of the round, once he knew the T's were not focused on him, absolutely beautiful. And you see that? You see that long position right there. Colsey going to be able to take out Psych. We go to lower tons now. And Hobo not going to be able to find that kill on Nocturnal. So 2 early picks for the side of 3G. And Conscious Gaming going to have to play from the back foot once again. Push right here. Mute. Getting taken out through the smoke. They did not check Z and CT at first. He gets taken out. Lay going to be the only one here. Going to peek out. Trying to get one. Only has his pistol now. Trying to get that second. Is able to. Gets it AK now. Nocturnal. 8 in tons. And you're going to see Colsey. He's going to be behind Lay here. Lay kind of in a rock and a hard place right now. Watching that tons position, knowing somebody's there. That grenade does not make him flinch. Going to be able to get the tons player
No
now.
way he's going to pull off a
1v4.
1v4!
4K. Wow.
Are you kidding me? 1v4 clutch, an attack timeout from Conscious Gaming.
Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And that tack timeout came so fast that I think they called that before that round was over. I think they had called it, and it was already ready for the next round, and they did not expect Lay to get that 4v1 clutch, which is hilarious. But now you got some time to think here. Your economy is looking pretty good now. You just need a couple more rounds to really get it back up there. You have full rifles. You're going to have a op on Z. A lot of chances here, and 3G looking about the same as Conscious Gaming right now, just a little bit more zeroed out.
I apologize for cutting off your cast, but that's just a mark-out moment. I mean, you'll hear that from time to time, even with pro-level casters. When you get a moment like that, that's just a mark-out moment, to use a pro wrestling term. So my apologies to you, Mr. ReserveWolf.
It's all good. I love your excitement, and anytime it's in my ear, it just makes me get excited. So I appreciate it every time.
That is with or without the earplugs he has in, because he has to listen to me yell through the microphone.
Oh, Lord.
I'm surprised I didn't get a text from my wife going, "Do not yell." Anyway, all kidding aside, what a filthy 1v4 clutch. We could look back on that as the round that everything changed. The round where Conscious Gaming lock in a win here on Dust 2. That could have been the deciding round, and, well, Lay's going to be asked to do a heck of a lot more here.
Oh.
Yeah. That was just a really nice execute A. I mean, when you lose that first A-site anchor, 3G just kind of overwhelmed the bomb site. So. Yes, we can see chat.
There's just not a lot of pressure from Conscious Gaming, it feels like. 3G just kind of able to go wherever they want and take up the space that they need, as there's a little traffic jam inside of spawn, which may have to play with some of the positioning here. And yeah, it's just going to be another passive round. It looks like 2-1-2. Just
Look
a
at the buy,
default
though.
split from the side of Conscious. Yeah.
Can you blame them?
Catches that mid-smoke.
Can you blame them at all? I mean, you get several deagles out here and, you know, only a couple of rifles, so. Ah, we've been pronouncing some of the players' names wrong. Our apologies. You know, Face It's league page doesn't come with a pronunciation there, chat. So it's...
I wish.
So it's Psych, not Sky. It's Psych and Dream.
Gotcha.
Literally, I was going to make a joke about ZZZ, like, falling asleep because he had, like, 0 kills. I had no idea what chat was saying about Dream, and I'm like, okay, well, apparently it's Dream.
It's clever.
I like
so
it.
Clever.
It's chat's fault. Chat didn't tell us in time.
Truly.
We
love you, chat.
Hey, it's definitely not the professionals' fault. We don't know what you all are talking about.
Oh my lord!
Talk about
we
Dream.
just talked about Dream. Yeah.
Dream's woken up.
Beautiful kill.
Dream woken up.
Look at Lay. Oh. That's a good little alert there. On site from him. Dream. Gonna make us say his name a little bit more here. Trying to clutch up this 1v2. Cody, 28 health, being the one that peeks out on him. Dream gonna go down to 28. Colsey gonna be able to finish out that kill with the op. 6-3 now for Conscious Gaming.
Nice squad
Or
kill, by the
4-3G. My apologies. Yeah.
We love you, chat. We're only kidding. Eco round here. Ew, it's not even the greatest eco. Just a couple upgraded pistols. Yikes. Okay, Dream. Just literally kneeing that, that smoke grenade.
Dream was the only one in mid. Able to defend that B side. They took a gamble. Didn't quite work here. He did get some damage on the Nocturnal, though. Psych checking that cap position. She got to be able to get to Mute, finishing him up. And if I was him, I'd go grab that AK and just get out of there.
Yeah. Save it for the next round. You're going to have a buy in the next round. So it'd be very crucial to have the AK in hand because with the money you're going to have, you're probably going to be able to at least drop an op. So, a hobo. Okay. Making it hurt. That's 2 more buys they're going to have to afford in the next round. Mute's just staring at the ground. Auto director staring at CT spawn.
Thank you, auto director.
Chat staring at Dream. I mean,
he's dreamy. I mean, what else can you say? He's dreamy.
It's going to be that Wolverine picture in bed looking at the photo, and it's just an image of the Conscious Gaming with Dream right underneath. Once again, another tech pause. Looks like Dream's having some connectivity issues. Hasn't bought anything yet. Listen, you gotta have fun with chat while you're doing this as well. It's the start of the season. First game. 7-3. 3G looking good. Conscious Gaming CT side looks a little wobbly. Watch them have like one of the most dominant T sides we've seen in recent history.
I don't know, WxFan. After some of the teams we've watched the past week, I feel like we've seen a lot of T-sided teams.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah. Beginning of the ESEA season, always going to have a few tech pauses now and then. Everybody's still trying to get their setups figured out, seeing what works for them.
Servers getting tested early on.
Yeah.
We know there was an issue with one player just having issues with the server itself. Probably some sort of high ping issue. And let's face it, I've played with high ping. I've played with some friends over in Europe, and I'm like over 100 ping. It's not fun to play with. But you know what is fun is that hobo kill.
Wow.
Hobo and Sykes say, see you later. Sit down, 3G. We're gonna get the 5th here in the first half, and then we're gonna steamroll you, and we're gonna sip on some wine while we do it.
Yeah, and WxFan, you want to know what happened that round?
Hobo got on Cat and decided to be Big Bad Boss.
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly what I was asking from Conscious Gaming a few rounds ago. Just get more aggression onto these positions like that. Long and Cat specifically, you got to try and push those out. You cannot let the T's take that much space, and really, that's caused maybe 3 or 4 rounds that have gone the way of 3G. Just so much space to push around, throw util. Can't let that happen, and I think they're going to start figuring out maybe a little bit too late. So there is only 2 rounds left in the half. Going to be 1 after this. Colsey is just trying to find some more to damage that Conscious Gaming economy. And they finally going to be able to find them. They're going to lose more than 1, and it is on the Hobo, who got 3 kills, so he's not going to be struggling for money at all. That is a great round for Conscious Gaming, and they can save this half right here.
That they can. Oh, YouTube chat, how we doing tonight? Sound off in the chat. Let's go. You know, you call taking a little aggression away, and that's not something we typically see from the CT side of Dust 2. But it's just a matter of the holds for them haven't worked as much so far. And now they might finally be able to push them back and actually corner them heading to a site. Like, Dream was just posted on up, is backed on off. Gets singed a little bit. A little hot toast. Psych, unfortunately, couldn't catch that smoke grenade, so it is fully engulfing CT. And this does look like it's going to be a mid to B execute, and Silver takes a nade to the face! Psych says, see you later. As now it's going to be up to Lay, who has to hold this B-bomb site. He was the only anchor there. And this is going to be a 3-man retake, with Nocturnal still lurking out towards mid. But Hobo, who has stormed his way into tons. It's going to be up to She, who's hiding behind Car. Hobo spots him. Hang on down. Nocturnal, at the very least, will trade things out. But there's nowhere for him to go. Even with a flashbang, you are done. No way. Nocturnal's gonna get away with this, right? So 1v3. No. Dream has a kit. And luckily, is able to come away with it. Conscious Gaming squeak out a fifth, and I mean squeak out. They only had a couple extra seconds there. And now they head to the T side. Remember, it was Conscious Gaming who won the knife round. They wanted to finish on the T side.
Not a bad decision here, depending on what team you are, and just got to see what strats they do have in their arsenal. They started off this game using some strats in their book, trying some stuff out, and I expect to see that once again in this second half, and it's going to be a lot of aggression from them. It looks like it is going to be a long push here. No players at long right now as the side of 3G decided to send 2 through mid.
Look at what
See
3G
Cody
did! They
on
sent
that
2
gap position
members
now.
up towards mid. This is insane from 3G. Almost the same thing we saw from Conscious Gaming. Them just sending that mid and B presence and leaving A completely barren. Psych finds 3. Looking for 4. Can't get it. And it's going to be 3G who's going to win both pistol rounds.
Man, it felt like Conscious Gaming had all the space that they needed there. All they had to do was take care of that cat player, and they just weren't able to close it out. The 2 players that pushed through mid for 3G ended up being crucial, getting that first pick of the round, and just a great round there from 3G. Got to see what Conscious Gaming are kicking up here. It is going to be a force buy. They're going to zero out their banks, so them and 3G have a very, very even economy right now. A little bit more util on the side of 3G. Dream! Got to be able to find Silver and A through the doors. That is a crucial first pick.
What a filthy headshot. Chat, clip that. Double defense here towards long doors for the side of 3G. 1-1-2 split, and after Silver unfortunately fell over towards mid. Conscious Gaming grouping up towards the lower mid. Non-committal where they want to go right now, just taking that space. You get all of tons, all of mid. You haven't pushed out yet, so Dream is going to get caught out here by these players over towards long, but it's not going to make a difference. Dream was the lurk in that round, and now, here we go, but it's going to be up to Cody. He's going to have to hold. Gets absolutely deleted by Mute. Just give Mute a deagle is all he needs. 2v3 retake. 3G might want to think about grabbing that other A1S and getting out. They do have a kit, though. A very big possibility of a retake. 2 flashbangs still to go. Lay's gonna find one and finds the second. You could say Lay really laid them out. And that's going to be it for me, folks. ReserveWolf's taking over the rest of the cast after that extremely bad joke. I kid.
Okay, it's okay. I thought it was pretty good. I was over here cheesing.
His
so
name
I don't
is
know what you're
Lay.
talking about.
What do you want from me? Even chat made part of the joke earlier.
I mean, hey, if him and Dream get something, I guess you could call it laying them to sleep.
I think you were trying putting them to sleep there. I respect the effort.
Laying them to sleep is good enough, in my opinion. I don't think you have to overanalyze my joke because I don't overanalyze yours, WxFan.
Laying them down to sleep. There, we did it. Teamwork. And speaking of teamwork, take a look at this 5-man stack towards long. That's teamwork for you.
But look, they now know the B site completely open, and I think 3G has realized they are not coming through that long way. Bomb was left all the way in spawn. Bomb was left all the way in spawn, so it does give time for 3G to rotate a little bit around. They're gonna run into Hobo in mid All retreating back to the A site now. Bomb. Got to go down by mute. Z watching that window position. Lace sitting at double doors. Got to keep an eye on Hobo Steel. And it seems like they're just going to save the util, the deagle, and the armor.
I don't blame
Going
them.
down to that pit position. That's a good save here. Good call.
I agree. I mean, think about this for a second. You're going to come out with all this extra armor, utility, and the upgraded pistols heading in around 16. But how many times have we played Counter-Strike in the past, right? And I'm sure every Counter-Strike player can kind of agree to this. It's like, okay, we're in a really rough spot, right? And what we need to do is, let's just gamble stack a site, right? 3G gambled on A. They gambled towards long. Weren't able to do anything with it. There's nothing wrong with it. I like the call. You 4-spot into it. Trying to make something happen. I respect it.
I do too. And how often do you see a 5v5 save? Like,
it's not often.
Not at all. That's something you maybe see maybe every year. Once
That's
a year.
like vintage.
And they're gonna try it again.
Right there. That's like vintage shake time. They're gonna call that bomb carrier to go. They're gonna call bomb to go. What? This is just confidence or hubris. I can't tell which. You go into the 5-stack after knowing there's multiple players long? I don't get it. I mean, they won. But still.
It could have been an absolute disaster, and all of a sudden, we have a tie game here. So that round, that Conscious Gaming won before the half ended, worked out for them greatly, as they are 3-1 so far in the second half. And look at Dream right there, holding that mid position, just trying to find something here. They do have long control now. See Cody watching that with his M4, and Colsey right behind him. So good A setup here for 3G. Not much entry utility for the side of Conscious Gaming right now. They have some smokes, but they only have one flashbang on lay.
Yeah, take a look at the triple stack over on A, by the way. They've now pushed a little bit towards Catwalk. They're being very wary of it. I like the call. Even the mid players play back towards B doors. 3G, not as aggressive as we saw them early on here in this game. They're reevaluating a couple things. By the way, shoutouts to our bad jokes. I like our jokes.
Too.
Excellent.
Chat do as well.
I mean, chat may not like our jokes. I like our jokes.
Oh.
There's no joking about what Dream just did, though. And Dream, after an op kill, gets a Kobe. Lay is just destroying everybody. Lay, 15 kills. Okay, Nocturnal. At least get Tobo. I mean, that's something. But for the first time in this game, it's gonna feel really good to say this. Conscious Gaming have the lead. First time we're gonna say it all season. You love to see it.
And with that, taking the lead, 3G only put like a dimple in their economy, and it's not a big dimple. It's like a dimple you get at birth, where it's just a little tiny thing. The doctors are looking like, what is that? What is that little thing on your face? So
it's a
face.
Still
gonna have.
It's a face.
Conscious Gaming still gonna have a ton of money right here to spend, and 3G, they're struggling a little bit. They're gonna have 2 M4s, 3 Deagles. Just gotta see what strategy they come up with. Looks like it's going to be a 2-1-2 split. Nope, they're going to send one player up to mid, going through lower tons now. Not going to find Any Tons players, it looks like it's playing slow right now. Cody, getting aggressive towards that short position. Nothing going for 3G right now, but a lot of info for them. And Conscious Gaming as the Tons players push in. Scared Hobo a little bit there. Nocturnal.
Yeah, somebody got tagged. I don't know which of Lay or Hobo got tagged.
Oh.
I mean, Nocturnal is trapped. Dream should have the kill. It does. Gets traded out, though, by a beautiful Huandig. Conscious Gaming still have the man advantage. It's going to be a 3v2. Gotta take control here of B, though, when they do. So now she has a decision to make. You have the op. Are you going to save? Maybe play for an exit or two? No, this is the right call. The save is correct. This will be 10-8. Conscious Gaming. Didn't I say that we could see one of the greatest T-sides of all time? Well, it's not one of them of all time. But Conscious Gaming loving the T-side here of Dust 2. The only T-side round they've lost was the pistol. And let's face it. Pistols sometimes just are tough for teams. Right? It's a pistol. It's one round. It may not be the strats you work on early on in the season. May not be a priority in the off season. Right? You shake that off. You get your gun rounds, you get your defaults, you get your normal strats and everything. I like it. 5 rounds straight for Conscious Gaming. Make or break round for 3G here in the opening game of Season 57 of ESEA. I mean, shoutouts to ESEA. 57 seasons. You love to see it.
Yeah, that is an absolutely insane number. A lot of tradition in this league, and a lot of talent has gone through ESEA, gone through the leaderboards, and made their way up. So you never know who you're going to see when you are watching these games. You could be watching the next donk. You truly never know. And that sounds like a joke, but like in all seriousness, you could be watching the next donk. I mean, we don't know where these players are going to be in the next 2 years.
Rops literally made a name for himself in Face-It mode. You know what I mean? Like, he was in the Face-It top of the leaderboards in the Face-It League, and, you know, was eventually picked up by Mouse and then moved to FaZe. Now is on one of the most dominant rosters on Vitality that we've seen in quite some time. Talent shows up sometimes where you least expect it.
It's quite the journey for some of these players, and there's a reason ESEA is so popular in North America. You know, the top country competing in ESEA this year is the United States of America. His Dream gonna get that kill in mid on the Silver NA. Nocturnal hiding in this little corner right here. Gonna be able to get 2, looking for his 3rd. Not gonna be able to find it. Mute finds him right there. 3v3 situation. They are gonna have the B site here. Colsey and She gonna come fast from A, trying to get something going here, and looks like they're just holding it. Cody gonna be the one to force the issue go up. They're gonna hear the footsteps. Molly comes out from Mute, plus a frag grenade. Not gonna get much damage on them.
Yeah, they know they have to go for this retake. They know they have to. And of all
another huge nade.
Yeah, of the bomb sites, B is the toughest to retake here on Dust 2, in my opinion. Here we go. Mute flicks around, gets taken out by Colsey, but look at Psych. Oh! Nicely done. It's gonna cost him the round. It's gonna cost him the rifle. And Psych jumps. I believe I can fly.
And you say it cost him something, but it really doesn't feel like it cost him at all.
Well, he had the op. If you had another second or so, I mean, let's face it. If you don't have to spend $4,750? You don't want to spend that kind of money on the best weapon in Counter-Strike.
It's true, but also you had Lay sitting at the max amount of money. He was sitting at 16,000, so got a little bit of that off of him. It's 11-8 now. Your economy still rolling. She not going to be able to find Hoba right there. Conscious Gaming finding that first pick. Finding the second. Nocturnal going to be able to get a nade kick.
Lay. If you have that kind of money, share with the casters. Please and thank you. All kidding aside, this is... I said it was a make-or-break round for 3G. They are in a world of hurt. The utility wasn't the greatest heading into it. And you saw it early on. They had to play a little bit more defensive in their positioning. I mean, just take a look at where they're at now. You literally have one player trying to play defense to cover both B and mid. And Concious Gaming has found the gap from the mid player. And you even get Nocturnal making their way on in towards CT. Concious Gaming exploited the gap, but Nocturnal didn't exploit that kill.
Could take one more kill. More than likely secure this round. Another smoke on the cat right there. Nocturnal and Silver just stuck in that CT position. Dream going to be able to spot out both players. So all the attention going to go towards CT right now. Sight going to go down. Silver opening it up a little bit for 3G here. Both players hidden in the corner. Mute going to trade out Silver.
No way.
So much damage being
bullets.
done by Nocturnal right now. Pulls out the pistol. It's a pistol duel in the 1v1. A glorious round right there for 3G. And they got a little bit lucky winning that 3v2.
Very lucky. Nocturnal, though, has really stepped things up. 24 kills for Nocturnal. Have a map. Quick tactical timeout. I like the call. YouTube chat, how we doing tonight? Y'all have been very quiet. Wakey, wakey, shiny eggs and bakey. If you're 3G, what do you need to do here? Like, where are you sending Colsey with that up? If I'm Colsey, or if I'm on 3G, I'm sending Colsey. I'm rushing him down the long doors. And I'm going to try to get an opening pick and then back off.
Absolutely. I agree with that move fully. If he wasn't so close to long, I'd throw it to She, but the fact that he does have that op, and it looks like he's just going to decide to go play sight here. Going to let Cody go in front of him for that long position, actually. Doesn't look like they're going to be finding anyone towards there. Cody going to be able to get that early info that no util is being used on long, but Sight can mute. Still holding that mid position. They could easily go long doors if they wanted to. Very not so passive round from 3G right here, since they do have that player pushed up.
They're very spread
along
out.
doors, yeah. I like the spread here. I think it's going to work out for the info, and once they get that info, they're going to be able to group up together. I mean, you see She in mid right here. He's going to be able to hear some footsteps and some noise. It's going to give a chance for Colsey and Cody to group back up to the other. Cody can stay in that long position and watch the sight from there, but Colsey at car going to have his work cut out for him. Concious Gaming still deciding to play this one really, really slow. Both teams just waiting for contact.
It's almost like a game of chicken. Who's gonna, who's gonna balk first? 38 seconds. Concious Gaming needs to go now. They gotta do something. Doeth a counter striketh. Pleaseth. Okay. They give up on Cat and elect to go B. And this is a great position for 3G. I can't even finish saying my sentence.
What a molly right there by Colsey.
And
Get that
B
player out of
fell.
position.
Dream. Look how low the health is for Conscious Gaming. Cody, full health coming into this, but Dream with the op and the kill! Map and game point for Conscious Gaming. What a nice kill from Dream.
Beautiful stuff right there. Just a good post play in position. He fell so easily. 3G had 2 players on him, and it just went right down, and it shows Conscious Gaming's aggression this half. Only 2 rounds won in the second half for 3G. Conscious Gaming looking to close it out right here. Not a good buy for 3G either.
It's really not. But you don't have a choice, right? Like, you bought the op in the last round. You didn't have a choice. You 4-spot into it. You didn't want to play for OT. Now you have no choice. So, Cody, who was pivotal in that last one, has to be pivotal here. He's able to get 2 before he falls. B, completely abandoned. They've already called off their rotates. Here we go towards the execute on A. Nocturnal playing that elevator spot. No jumping scout shots today. 3v4 post plant, and it looks like 3G should have this one done and dusted, and we're going to continue to play on unless Hobo pulls off one of the greatest 1v4s we've seen in this game, and it will not be. We play on. 2 more mapping game points to go for Conscious Gaming, and all that economy they had before, it ain't looking so good now.
No, not at all. They're going to have one last buy round here before. If they lose another, it's not going to look good. They're going to have to spend a lot here, and they're going to go with some Glittles, Scout. And I like this move right here, actually, just to kind of save it out. Just buy some upgraded pistols and some light equipment.
It's the right
They're
play.
playing for 11-2 right, 11-12 right here in Dream. Getting Nocturnal, that is massive. A lot of confidence.
Oh, that was a filthy kill. That's why you always buy head armor. I didn't think the scout was capable of that through a door, but very nicely done. Oh, that was filthy.
This is the second time he's done that this game as well through the door. So he's got his pre-fires down well. He knows that timing like the back of his hand. 3v3 situation now.
Good call.
Better weapons. Yeah.
Good call. This is a really good call from Conscious Gaming. The reposition, the repivot on out. They're going to swerve all the way on over to A. They're going to have only one player, Colsey, but does have the op. No flashbangs.
Wow.
Has to try peek. An unreal job. Nicely done by Conscious Gaming. They take out the opper. Cody and she are all that remain for 3G, and we should be done. Cody taken out by Dream. It's a 3v1. And there's not much they can do. Conscious Gaming are going to secure their first win of the young ESEA season by a score of 13-10. What a great job. And listen, credit where credit's due. Nocturnal went 24, 15, and 11. A 1.6 KDR with 11 assists. He had a game. It was not for a lack of trying. And when you take a look overall on the kill count, the teams are pretty even on kills. Conscious Gaming had some really good takes towards the end. When you take a look just a couple rounds back to the way they were positioned with 3G, the 2 A site defenders, the 2 players on B, the way they were able to come together, I thought Conscious Gaming had no shot at that B execute. And all it took was 2 quick kills from Conscious Gaming to take control of B and then to hold on to B after a very late retake attempt from 3G. Just a lot of really nice things that go their way. Conscious Gaming get the 13-10 victory. What stood out to you there? Because we had several rounds that were definitely pivotal throughout the series.
And it has to be the last like 5 rounds of the game. It just felt very back and forth. A lot of eco wins for both sides. That was the big thing. A lot of just kind of soft buys going the way. And one player that stuck out to me, and it's not going to stick out on the scoreboard entirely. He went 15 and 16. It's going to be Dream. There were so many just picks. Yeah, there were so many picks he got just in the beginning of the game to kind of open up some of those rounds for the side of Conscious Gaming. And you saw it at the beginning of the last round. He was able to get that pick on the mid doors. And that is just a massive wall bang. After you get that pick and you're in that 5v4 situation, it feels like there's not much to come back from right there. You're literally starting the round 5-4. All the money you just spent went to waste on a player trying to jump over and get across. So I got to give it to him for that second half performance. That was absolutely incredible.
Unreal. Well, with that being said, it's GG's. Conscious Gaming lock in their first win of the season. You have to love it. It's the way to get things started. And massive shout outs to them. With that being said, we'll be back right here on Thursday night. Can Conscious Gaming go 2-0 to get the season started? Find out on Thursday. We'll see you then. Latest, peoples.